So it's me, your little boy, Ike Samson. Listen, I have something special for us. They thought our God is a God of mystic. Let me be real with you. Listen, many people are thought was that because of these circumstances around us, or because of some trials, challenges within us, that means God have made mistake. That is why mockers mock, win and win. Let me just be real with you. That is why losers lose, win and win. That is why failures fail, win and win. That is why each company have what they produce. So some people thought was that God have made mistake by what? By choosing you. Some people thought God have made mistake by allowing you to involve in that what, in that some certain was, some certain difficulties, or God made mistake why He allow you to do what, to encounter either delay, either rejection, either disappointment, either betrayed. That means God made a mistake. And some people say, why, if God be for you, nobody can be against you. Okay, with this word now, why will God allow you to, to face that challenge? Why is it that God don't want to come and rescue you at that moment? Because they believe within themselves that you will always be there. But believe me right now, many of them are sure. Why? Because what they call mistake have automatically become testimony. What they call mistake is now ending up becoming glory. They can see it, they can feel it, because they have been monitoring and watching every move you make. Some people thought was that your mistake is going to be your full word, your final full stop. Some people thought that our God is a God of mistake. Our God is a God who do things without not knowing what He is doing. That is why some people leave you. That's why some people do what, disappoint you. That's why some people refuse to be there with you when things were tough. They never believe that God have means of escape. Many people never believe that God have another means of what, giving you escape. They thought you will always be there. Because that is what they love. But right now, they don't know how you get to where you are right now. They never believe because you caused confusion around them. Yes, believe me. Many people are confused because they don't know how God do it. That your mistake is now ending up become glory. They can't just figure out how suddenly your mistake become your glory. They can't just figure out why your downfall end up become your testimony. They can't just figure out why your delay is not your deny. Because you confuse them, bro. You God confused them. Many people out there are absolutely what, confused, devastated. Why? Because your glory is now what shaking them. Why? Because many of them have fully come to realize that there is nothing to celebrate again. There is nothing that they can use to rejoice. There is nothing that they can use to jubilate, because everything about you right now is glory. No more what story. No more thing to do or to laugh with. No more thing to mock with. Everything is testimony. Everything is glory. Because from what? From story, you enter glory. What they thought is your mistake have finally come to become what? Your glory. What they thought that it will destroy you have finally ended up pushing you to the next level. And many of them are sick and tired because God keep giving you testimony despite of all that they have already thought that will happen, despite of the fact that they hate you so much, despite of the fact that they don't love you, but God keep disappointing them. And that is why majority of people out there are sick and frustrated because they keep hearing what? Your glory. They keep seeing your glory. They thought our God is a God of mistake. They thought that God made mistake of allowing you to encounter that delay. They thought God made a mistake of allowing you to encounter that difficult time. Their thought was that God allow you to encounter that disappointment. That means that is the final full stop. Not knowing that everything God do is for a purpose. And that is why majority of people up there are absolutely was sick. Because everything right now is what accurately working for your good. Remain blessed. May God bless you.